Chapter 10, 11:41 p.m. My assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way. I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jode's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. That's right, we're here. Is that a pill bottle? Oh, she's not dead. This time, Lynn isn't dead. But the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. The ceiling fan hits her. I'm glad Lynn isn't dead. But what in the world is she doing? And again, do I really want to know? Oh. Why is she poking a dead body? Eek! What kind of greetings is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and how did you go? Or how did it go? Was Detective Jode still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. They managed to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute, did you say but? I told Lynn about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanella arrested Detective Jode? I can't believe it. Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody is always dead. Either you or someone else. Sorry about that. So who is that lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jode's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? Guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder. I was hoping we could save him without getting caught. We, eh? Oh boy. Hello there, Justice Minister. My name is Sizzle. Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. Could you rescue him now, while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster to just see for yourself what really happened. Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. Rewind. Have I even seen this guy? Oh yeah, it's this guy. It's the guy whose wife left him. I don't remember the voice again. Emma! Oh, excuse me. What? Alright. I'll do as you say. This is terrible. Quick, I gotta call my wife. Good job. Why doesn't she answer? Is this how he dies? Oh my god. I was waiting for him to slam his forehead on the pen. Oh, he's having a heart attack. Medicine. I need it. Oh, I was right. That was a pill bottle. Water, Sandy! Water! Sturdy pitcher. Well, I guess I'll just die. Such a foolish man. How, you woke up? He's a contradiction. Contradiction? The more we search for the truth, the further into the dilemma we fall.
The world of man is steeped in contradiction. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both.
I don't know. To me, it looks like you couldn't, or you could have had both of those things just now.
He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died, such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say, a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word.
I don't think this guy gets it yet. That's the foolish man, or the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name?
Just call me a seeker of truth.
Oh, you're part of the investigation team, huh? Persona 4? Sidestepped that one, didn't he? It's the most exaggerated heart attack I've ever seen. I was gonna say, can we even save this guy? But I guess if we just give him his water and medicine. No need to think about too hard about this one. All I have to do is get this medicine to him. Pretty simple. And there's one more thing that concerns me. What was that telephone call the Justice Minister got all about? It was right after that he took his health took an instant downturn.
I've never seen such a foolish, pathetic, and strange man.
I think you'd better stop there. God dang it, hit the wrong button again. Sizzle. Me, the mystery.
Emma! Oh, excuse me.
Oh. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
We have your daughter.
Who is this? Amelia's... Emily's tutor?
Would a tutor call you at this hour?
No.
I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter.
What? My daughter, is she alright? Tell me she's alright.
Hear for yourself. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed!
What do you want? What are your demands?
I believe we already made our demands known the other day.
Yo. So it's you. Or so it was you.
And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out?
I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job.
Yes, of course.
They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping.
You're very thorough. You do well to remember that. And of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that.
Don't tell the police, is that it?
Exactly. All you have to do is your job.
Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight if you have my word.
I'm gonna go there. Even though we're supposed to stay there to give him his medicine. Race complete. Apparently the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal leaked. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed! I hate you, Mama. Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. What's taking the good so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. So I will stand here with a phone in my hand. So I probably go back, right? Yeah, because I can't reach anything. I can't use the phone right now.
Like I said, all women are like traps.
That and this are hardly related. When in the past, I can only use the line when the phone is being used to make a call. Okay, so I have to rewind. Man really just said all women are traps. Trick time.
Emma! Well, you're not Emma.
Gotta go and speed through this real quick. I thought she was holding it up to the candle. It's like they had a talking candle. Stay here.
You're just terrible.
Kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means, but it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack.
Such a useless man.
Eh?
A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that?
Anyways, we only have 4 minutes here. We better do something about that medicine.
I have to call my wife. I should see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person.
This minister doesn't accept the truth easily.
He's morally bankrupt.
Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. A wife who doesn't answer a phone. I think I know who that is.
A morally bankrupt deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that?
Now I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along. This medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap.
What a shabby excuse of a man.
Eh?
He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. What does he have inside? Nothing! A miserable, shabby excuse of a man.
I think you've already said quite enough. If only I could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks his pitcher to the floor at the end of his 4 minutes.
Such a stupid man. Once water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers?
I don't know. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Alright, so I guess we take the phone.
Dial.
It's no use, the line isn't working. Apparently it only works if the other party answers. Oh. So even if he calls it, I can't just go.
Why doesn't she answer?
So I'm guessing when he picks up the pitcher, I just knock the pitcher out of his hand the other way. Pop. Give it a little tap. Document. Well, what would knocking the pitcher do? I probably have to possess the bottle when he throws it. Oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak.
Such a disgraceful man.
Yeah?
If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand?
But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now. I'm guessing I have to be the bottle, because if I hit the pitcher and knock it over, then it's like... Although... he can at least lick his desk, you know? He's not gonna go and lick the floor, but he can lick the desk. Because he's gonna die if I can't get the bottle to him. I'm gonna possess the flag. There we go. Alright, I was right. Oh my god. I got my water. Oh, he's not. Oh. Oh. Oh, I got my water. There, that should help. At least now we had some water.
You good, buddy?
Still breathing, apparently. He looks far from recovered, unfortunately.
Such a wishy-washy man.
Eh?
He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life.
Okay. At least now I bought some time to get this medicine to him. Can't use the phone line right now.
What a befitting room for this man.
Eh?
It looks stately, but it's filled with nothing but useless trash.
When in the past, I can only use the line when the phone is being used to make a call. I guess I'd better find another path. The minister's fate has changed. The situation still seems to be the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while the minister was drinking the water. Maybe I should start over from the beginning. Are you kidding me? Well, this just takes me back here. I've never seen anyone drink water the way this man just did. The water pitcher is completely empty.
He's an empty vessel of a man.
Huh?
An empty, withered man. Where is his oasis?
This guy is really starting to get on my nerves. Okay, I guess I do have to start back from the beginning. So maybe I do take the pills. But now we have to go through this again. Oh, okay, so it at least skipped to this part. Send me over. It said when he was drinking the water, though. What is this? I just have to get this medicine to the minister. There are only a few seconds left. It isn't enough time.
Such a short-sighted man.
Huh?
Happiness escapes us just as we are about to pull it in. We have to grab it while we can. Not only happiness, but dreams, love, and hope too.
Really, someone here is overly naive. Anyways, there isn't enough time to do anything in this state. I could better rethink this from the beginning.
If he could just get some of that water, he might feel a little better.
You just say something constructive? Okay, so it definitely wasn't the pill. Can confirm. Which I already knew, but I thought I'd check.
Why doesn't she answer? My heart. My heart, it hurts. Medicine! Medicine, Sandy! Ah! Water! I need water, Sandy! Water!
So, said in the moment he's drinking the water? Oh, what if I am the pitcher? Yes!
Yes! Water, Sandy!
Yeah, that should help. Now he's had some water. He's still breathing, apparently, but he looks far from recovered, unfortunately.
Such a wishy... I've already read this.
Spin harder. There we go. Okay, time for the next step. Now about this medicine bottle. If the minister's going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? Guess I'll just have to use my head instead. We possess the suit of armor. Whee! Oh. Oh. Hopefully that paper doesn't get in the way. Yo. Oh, it's not long enough. Yeah, that was so close. If the swing just had a little more reach to it, I think I'd better look for something else.
Can't reach, Sandy.
There we go. Close the curtain. What was the point of that? It's a pretty light frame for its size. Sure are a lot of things that can fall down in this room.
He's a fallen man.
Eh?
He deserves to have everything come tumbling down on his head.
I don't know about fallen man, but talk about him like he's your fall guy. Oh my god, Fall Guys? Ghost Detective Fall Guys crossover? I guess the key here is what order the objects are dropped in.
What?
That's not what I wanted. How was I supposed to know it was going to turn this way? Eh. Cleared the jumping poltergeist challenge. I can't read. Ah, that looks really good. Probably the medicine bottle was under that swing. And it would go flying, but to the wrong side of the room. I was starting to form a plan here. Okay, I think I have to restart. And we drift along to the other side. Time for the next step. So I need to get the globe onto this sword, not the fruit. Unless this sword's just bigger. I think it is. Yeah, this one's bigger. What? That's not what I wanted. This iron is pretty light. Once an iron is dropped, there's no getting it back. I guess I'd better think carefully about what I drop and when. Oh! So why can I move this? Time is passing, I know. Something tells me I should just ignore this food. Except I'm not going to. Knock it down. Oh wait, maybe I'm supposed to knock it into this urn. Yeah, like that. That's what I'm supposed to do. I think. And then I get the globe to roll down, but that doesn't... We gotta make the wacky machine. Yeah, I get it. We need to get the man his medicine. And fast. Have I seen this? This thing is pretty heavy. It's got a swing too. It's sharp enough to cut the medicine bottle in two, though. It's not long enough, is it?
Such a reckless man.
Eh?
Only cowards like to keep weapons around. What a truly dangerous thing to have around.
In any case, I bet I can use this sword somehow. This really is like Phoenix, right? Well. So if I knock over this urn. And then I gotta get this thing. Oh wait, can I? No, I can't. I cannot possess the fruit. So maybe now, if I knock down the globe... I don't know what this is gonna do for me. That's not what I... Oh wait, no, this is what I wanted.
I'm a genius.
I think. Maybe not, because it's not rolling. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't have a roll option now. I had one earlier. So I have to build a ramp. Obviously. But how? How do I get it to go the other direction? Well, I've definitely messed up, so... Gotta find the order. The order of operations. It'd be a shame if I was not good at math. Even though that has nothing to do with this, but... You know, the order of operations. Okay, can't swap to anything while it's spinning. The fruit becomes pointless or useless after I knock down that vase. Or urn, I guess. But no matter how I set it up, it's gonna... Pop. That was really loud. That iron is a lot heavier than it looks. Oh. Never mind, I get it now. It's made out of some pretty thick iron. I wouldn't want to drop that on my foot. I don't have feet, so I guess I don't have to worry. Alright, I get it. They've solved the riddle.
Riddle me this, Batman.
And then I'm not going to solve the riddle, because watch. I'm going to overthink something, and I'm going to be wrong. Yeah. Boot. So I need to turn the globe, I need to knock down this. Then I become this, drop this. That did not go on the side, that did not go how I thought it would. Why? Why didn't? What? Why did it go on that side? I needed it to be on the other side. Is it because I did the right or the left side before the right side on the big sign or sword thing? I told you I'd mess it up. Can we skip this dialogue, please? Let's try it this way. Pop, pop, pop. Now fall the correct way. It did not. Why did you fall that way? It doesn't make any sense. Because my thought process was I take the heavy one and then I just like fling the globe over. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I did have it right. I just figured the globe would roll. Spin the fruit. Rock the fruit. And then we send this bad boy flying. And then, yeah. Here you go, sir. One order of medicine.
My medicine. Water. Water.
There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe he even took too much medicine.
Such a greedy man.
Eh?
He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that?
Oh, cut the guy some slack. There, see? And then he dies anyways. That is not what I made you sound like. Cleared too much medicine challenge. Avert fate without any deaths after the final fate change. Whew, that was a lot of work.
Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson.
Huh?
He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope he learned something from his experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything.
I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyways, let's go back to the world of the present. And so, the Justice Minister is now back to his life. But the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. Oh. And apparently our lady detective is the present... the detective is the present cause of those furrows.
Look, detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial and the man himself wants to be executed.
But there are no evidence. All they had was his own confession.
But it was no ordinary confession, it was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you I don't want anyone coming near me.
Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I may be able to gather evidence in that case tonight.
What?
So please, just give me a little more time.
I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it shows he now wants to dodge his punishment.
But
when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out tonight.
No. When the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden?
I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister, that's all there is to it.
Trick time. Hey, I'm over here. Lynn looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal. Whee! Sizzle, there you are. It sounds like the minister's being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight. He has a very good reason for it. A good reason? I told Lynn what I had learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. So you're willing to kill somebody to save your daughter? That's a bit scummy. But still. Alright, well, she kind of just said it. There's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? The poor man, I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way. You think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? That's when she tries to pick up the suit of armor.
What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it?
Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it.
By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to someone just now? But, of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right?
Are you talking about me?
Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream.
Don't you remember me?
My dream is talking to me.
So now I'm a dream, eh? Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she?
What?
And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again.
Your
medicine, your medicine.
What am I going to do? The death row prisoner is escaped. He isn't executed tonight. My daughter, my Amelie.
But what if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Lynn, if you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? Trick time. Don't worry, I'll have a word with him. I have to do something about that kidnapping. Until we do that, it'll be impossible to get the minister on our side. That's the way I see it. I think I'll start by gathering info on the kidnapping. And the only way I know. Didn't we already see the other side? We could just be like, yeah, they don't have your kid. Yeah, so let's talk to the guy. We meet again, Mr. Minister.
What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake.
I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right. Stubborn Justice Minister.
Please stop talking ill of me inside my own head.
Don't you think there's something fishy about this kidnapping thing?
Fishy?
I mean, the demand is to carry out an execution that was already set to be carried out. It's just like the minister said, there's no need for such a kidnapping. You might be right.
Are you talking to someone again? No, there's no such thing. No such thing. I'm a realist. I'll never believe in them. Not in the existence of ghosts. Not in the escape from prison. And not in this kidnapping.
Yeah, this realist is running away from several very real facts. At high speeds, too. Anyways, let's try and find out more about this kidnapping. After all, I know where the kidnappers are. Oh, that's right. You have their telephone number. I think I'll go see what those kidnappers look like. No. No. There's so many locations. I wasn't expecting so many. But now I need water. I really should have paid the kidnappers' hideout a visit. After all, we wanted the Justice Minister to come around. We have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery. But I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Yeah! Chapter 10 clear. Chapter 11, 12:10 a.m. The Justice Minister's daughter had been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of death row prisoner Jode to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. That there isn't one? What took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had the restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Is the daughter gonna be in the box? Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. What? Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. Tall lady. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guests? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. All right, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you. Beauty. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. Something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been into this room before. Something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Yeah, it looks like the basement. This is the basement. Where Lynn died to the Rube Goldberg machine. Taking something precious to manipulate others. So that's what kidnapping is. The dirty tricks those without the powers that the dead could come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, the power vanishes, doesn't it? Now then. Time to see what the Justice Minister's little girl is doing, before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. Oh, not this door nonsense again. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive.
It's on fire!
That is not how that would have played out. Whee! That is not how that would have played out. Now we're in the box he's sitting. Darn. Can't reach my destination from here.
One doll.
Shelf is suspended by the very thin cords. Look like they're about to break. It'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. Something can break it. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. What a guy. So I probably have to carry a fire over here. Of some kind. Oh! The ball. Back of this again, eh?
Hiya!
That didn't really do what I was hoping it would.
Time to kick it into maximum overdrive. Hiya!
Kickbox. Oh, going back down. Boop, doop, doop. Pop. What in the heck? Just my imagination. Just my imagination. That's all he has to say. What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, it's starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? can't possess the ball, can I? No. Bop, bop. Wah! Just my imagination. Just my imagination, that's all he has to say. If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. Look at the streamer going around and around. Now I can make use of that. So I set it on fire. Bop, 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 bop. No, it doesn't reach. When the flame gets really big like this, for some reason I get the urge to burn something. Fortunately, everything is just out of the flame's reach. If only my possession was a little longer. Dun 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 dun. What if I do this? There's a whole lot of nothing. Oh, maybe I have to make the fan spin faster. Bop, 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 bop. Spin faster, 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 faster. Okay. Yeah, now I go and possess the candle to make the flame bigger, and then the thing gets in the flames. Faster, 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 faster. There we go. What? Where'd the thing go? It doesn't seem safe. And then I pull this up. Dun dun. Burn. Burn. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it didn't break. Wah! Just my imagination. Yeah, we can get over here. Oh! That's not the daughter. What's going on here? This little lady is... It's Camilla. They abducted the wrong girl. Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Is she really fit in there? Just my imagination. So is the dog dead? Like, what happened? What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I always wanted to treat our guests well. Or I wanted to treat our guests well. But treating me well. Like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps. All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? What? No. Why would I do that? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just have for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. What? What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in your deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. What do you think she has to do to get her hair to be like that? This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house. What's going on here? Trick time. What in the world? How does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died something after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. What? Better ask her what happened. Wait a minute. Is it the lamp? Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Oh. Wait, don't tell me the dog saved her. Missile? I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Sizzle. Sizzle? My name is Camilla. Camilla? So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. This isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really, I don't remember. Wait a minute, maybe I do remember, sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyways, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. You mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Sissy? Kidnapping. Didn't ask me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that part. What park? Temsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temsick Park, eh? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. The music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. You know. You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? He can't quite remember that his thoughts are transmitted like a beacon. I hid in the bushes at the park, just before it happened. Just before? That was just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want a bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. If the music box is in the park, I'd better let Lynn know. About Camilla. So this is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Well, Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective. You know, she's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad... He's going to die, and it's all because of me. Jode is her dad. What? Oh, what do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way. Don't tell me your father is Detective Chode. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case. The incident 5 years ago. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. Oh. The Rube Gold. Why is it so dark? Oh. This is messed up. Bah. Mom!
What was that noise?
I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake, a birthday, a message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. So not only did she kill her mom, she killed Lynn. It's crazy. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is all unbelievably tragic. I can't believe it. The lady is Detective Jode's daughter. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. Come on, guy. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Sissy. Updated the phone book. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet him here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of this deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you my sixth sense is very strong. All right, as you wish, Beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Ghosts. There's somebody there. Can you hear me? She's talking to me. I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. All right, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. Why is it so heavy? All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few mere new facts. A few very Very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One of the other stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead?
Chapter 11 cleared. Oh. Save my game. Continue my game. Chapter 12, 12:25 a.m.
It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jode's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady.
No, I don't want to keep voicing this guy.
I told Lynn what I'd found out about the kidnapping, that it must have been the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted.
Or that it wasn't.
That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence when we were already gone. But Camilla, why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is just a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for ransom of her own father's execution? It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. Them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
How can you be in my... How can I believe you? I'm a realist.
Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't?
It's complicated. Why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. I'm being watched. They can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter?
Hoo-hee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Oh my god. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanella? I'ma just do the gritty. I figured it was him, but I wasn't sure. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. Sir, your leg is going through your coat. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. But you might like to see him, so here he is.
What's up? It's me, Jode.
Detective Jode! Detective Jode, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lynn, please don't apologize to me.
Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and a student. It brings a tear to my eye. Trick time. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella? You knew that the execution was tonight. I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jode could never have done such a thing. Ah, oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty, and two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case,
Why'd you bring him here?
Whatever do you mean, young lady?
He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So are all the rumors about you true? The only thing you care about is a spotless record. Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everyone has a certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby.
That's enough, Lynn.
But Detective Jode...
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But...
My poor Amelie. Is she alright?
Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla.
Why is a dream talking to me in my head again?
Wait a minute. Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door.
No, not me, my wife. It's, complicated.
Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him.
The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart. What with him being so busy?
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head.
No, I want her. According to what I heard, Amelia was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight.
Those horrible kidnappers, they were lying in wait for her?
But Amelia didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever.
Huh? Oh, so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead.
Apparently, Amelia and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up.
It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened.
Oh, right. I asked her to bring the music box.
Camilla. What happened to the assassins? Like, why don't we get those guys anymore? Do they only have two?
So, Mr. Gus, we meet again. Heard something happened. Something about a kidnapping.
Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter.
That's terrible. What's their demand?
The carrying out of your execution tonight.
I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple.
Why not?
Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla.
What? Camilla?
I checked it out for myself, I'm positive.
No, it can't be.
But by the way, Camilla told me something very interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that'll be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to cease is yours.
Is it true what Camilla said?
Why don't you tell us what you know?
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. Bang.
She got hit with the Rube Goldberg.
Mom!
What was that noise? Oh my god! I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them.
The little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh my, that's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move.
An impossible move?
It learned to play checkers instead of chess.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight he showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
Power of the dead, right?
That day in the room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. If that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of people who know about those powers.
Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know.
Kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jode,
There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
An impossible move. Camilla was quite a little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
the first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right, that was an antique gun. I'd had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid. Doo-doo-doo.
You're supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around.
That still seems dangerous.
Somebody made a change in the contraption design and then manipulated it.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
Why? She was like 5. She was 5 and it was an accident. They weren't going to do anything to her. She would have been fine. What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course.
The gun, eh? Come to think of it.
It also killed Lynn. Oh, it's gone.
There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I did believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain, that gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean...
That detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what was in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give the police, my own pistol. I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in.
But the gun was there. Because it shot Lynn. Detective Jode, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course. Why would I lie about this?
In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve that case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jode, and of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jode.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsic Park, Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sizzle, take care of Detective Jode. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get to the minister on our side.
And yet again I say, easy enough for you to say.
Hey, you're a wanted criminal. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate.
A little change of plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off and die without doing something.
But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby.
Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
Want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it.
Now see, my old friend, in more ways than one.
Why you try to kick him in the nuts?
What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned, Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in?
The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
Please don't bow to me. Especially not that low.
In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind?
Yes, sir. I'm on it, sir.
Where'd he get that folder? Oh.
Man, should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate?
Yes. Dun, dun.
I'm glad to see Detective Jode all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Len does come through with the proof of Jode's innocence, it'll be meaningless if Jode and Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping somehow. I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here.
Most likely the minister won't stop the execution, as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped.
She isn't the one. I'm sure of it.
But it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
Prove it how? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here.
If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost.
Yeah?
I have to admit I don't like depending on others. Well, you're the only one who can change this situation.
Hey, detective.
For these 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me?
I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way?
Yeah, we go to their house. What do you have to say about this, Minister?
Excuse me, Mr. Minister.
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
I'm sure you've heard everything we've been saying. You telling me you don't believe any of it?
Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else to whom I trust even less.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal. But I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion. Would you listen to a delusion?
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. The bit about you not trusting me, though.
Good.
What do you do when you find out ghosts are real?
Smoke and mirrors.
Well, the thing around here won't change anything. I've got 10 minutes before the prison van shows up. If I could just do something about the kidnapping in those 10 minutes, because the telephone lines are my only hope.
Dial. So I need to find Lady Red. Bop, bop.
Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed.
Cough, cough.
Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping? This last link in the long chain of sad fate has lit a fire in Jode's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way. I bet this mistaken Red in the production does too.
Yeah, clear chapter 12.
Time to continue. Burp, 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 burp.
I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. I need to use his key before that prison Van arrives to pick up our death row inmate.
A cough, a cough, a cough. My darling angel, oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing, did you leave your nice warm bed to go out in the night to play? A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess I didn't even notice you were gone. I was kidnapped.
I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter.
But that's no reason to go out late at night.
But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that.
But look at what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is to the feverish passion of my darling angel.
Mama,
Yes, darling?
then call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight.
Not tonight, Amelia. Or Emily. Amelie.
I hate you.
Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development, too. Emily wants to call her father. If I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring Justice Minister around.
So what we do is we just kill her. Like we drop this lighter on her head. And then she can call. Here you go. One telephone. The phone! Uh-oh. That's when she starts sprinting over. Amelie, I told you you couldn't call him tonight.
Why not?
Listen to me, Amelie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider.
What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels.
Uh-oh. Oh! What do you mean weird? How do you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry, you really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? She's gonna kill her daughter.
Ugh. I hate you.
There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father.
I hate you.
I can hear you, you know. So what we do is we get the dog to start barking if the dog didn't break out.
Ooh, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are. I do know I have to do something about this lady so Amelia can call.
Cough, cough, cough. Bop, 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 bop. What is this? A hoist. Hoist me, boy.
The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? Poor thing destined to never be returned to the bookshelves.
Okay, so I can't make my way back to the dog. How about a rat? What? He's clinging on. Get off of there.
Too weak.
Get down from there, rat man. Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Uh-oh. Sweet dreams. Bop. Ah. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend?
She's more powerful than I thought.
Clearly not, because she didn't kill it.
Looks like she tipped the wall chandelier, candle.
Yeah, it's just candle, bro.
To one side, too. The angle of those candles could get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. So now I need to set it on fire. We're gonna roast this rat.
Oh heavens, a blackout. A critical moment, or critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of loves very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark.
What?
This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I do need these kinds of thrills, thank you.
Okay.
What a wonderful atmosphere, perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight.
Trick time. I don't exactly know how the situation came about. I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious. And now the room has changed into this. Maybe I can use it somehow. Turn the crank. Burn brighter. Hoist. What if I drop the rat? No. What if I burn brighter now? Will it catch the rat tail on fire? What a naughty chandelier. What if I drop it on her head? Wait. Oh! Such insolence. Did they think of this? This lady is surprisingly quick. She dodged that thing like a pro. Guess I better get serious here. So I need her to come over a little more. What? Oh, I trapped her.
Amelia, help me!
Mama!
I'm sorry, man. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now.
Here is too the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. I could just kill her. So what if I raise her? Up we go. Help! Help!
What is going on here? Amelia, look, can't you see this? Help me, please.
Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. And it's spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too.
Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. That little girl could call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. Guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Oh, that's right, the angle. Those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? The novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she already is. I cannot pull out this lamp right now. There we go. Now she set the rat on fire. This poor rat. Whee! There we go. Now I really owe that rat an apology. And this might be a really good chance for me, too. I have to get that phone to Amelie. Then we swing this harder. Bop. Bop. Here you go. Mama! What in the world is going on here? Oh, she calmed down. Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? It'll only be a minute. You conniving little brat! Help me down from here. Ah! Don't you dare, Amelie. I won't have it. Hello, Papa.
Amelie! Is that you?
Of course it is, silly. What do you think?
I heard they said you were. Water, Sandy. No, never mind. It's nothing.
Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa.
Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it?
I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama.
Don't you mention her in my face ever again. Oh, your mean old mama, I mean your mother. What is she up to right now?
Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment.
Get me down.
She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble.
No, Amelie.
Or Amelie,
I'm the one who is wrong.
Huh?
Could you tell your mother I'm sorry?
What do you have to be sorry about?
It was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now.
Oh, okay.
You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see.
Okay.
But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize.
I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize.
That's a good girl.
Okay, Papa, have a good night. I love you.
I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart.
Mama, I'm sorry.
My goodness, why the sudden change?
I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh, Amelie.
I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels.
That makes me a little sad.
Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated.
Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. So I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right, I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. Now could you help me down from the chandelier? It's kind of painful.
And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try to actually reading them.
Well, maybe you better wait until you're a little older for that.
Okay.
So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little more charitable toward your old mama, you think you could let me down now?
You know, I would love to do that. I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Blech.
Tonight on this holiest of nights, my deadline. Looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. We can let her down now. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. Such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I can go back to the office where everybody is waiting for the prison van.
I mean, she has the phone. Just call 911.
The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who's just learned his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. Seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. Get the feeling something big is going to happen.
Yeah, there's still a kidnap. Bing.
We just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake. And for mine.
No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It's nothing.
What did he do?
One question. I can't help but notice your daughter's safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. Is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister?
I had to accept that ghosts are real. You don't know the world I'm living in right now, buddy. Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives.
Trick time.
I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Till we get her report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers, is there really something more to it? The inspector in white said.
So let's have a chat with him.
Hello, Justice Minister? How about you finally admit I do exist?
That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you?
I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you.
We've actually known you now, we've actually known, for quite a while. But I had no idea there were the powers of the dead, of the ghosts.
No, none about what?
We know about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator.
What's this?
That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Joad.
Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know?
Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made.
Oh god, not an essay from this guy. The manipulator.
There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Joad.
Right, they don't share too much top secret information with the inmate prison.
There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common.
They do they? Tell us more.
The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. Weenie Hut Jr. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crimes, and both of their crimes were impossible.
Oh god. It was fun when it was like screaming a sentence, but now he's actually talking.
Impossible. They're impossible.
The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted the investigation report to me. They concluded that these men's crimes or criminal acts were not of their own volition.
But how could that be?
The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator.
A manipulator, huh?
That's what the special prison established as a facility to research that theory.
Oh god. Why'd I have to give him such a dumb voice?
Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanella has been studying these cases.
He has he?
Manipulating someone into committing a crime act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder, involving the nation's best detective.
He tried to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma. I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anyone. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that.
Powers certainly don't work on living creatures.
That's what I thought when I first heard of the theory too. However, It was seriously mistaken and it proved to be a big mistake.
What?
The minister's mistake.
You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it?
I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so the Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. By golly, I've got a message. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made the report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought.
Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister.
But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand.
What's this?
A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jode's execution. However, that wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled.
Oh, what? What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister.
What's going on? This is a document. What am I doing? Oh, I must sign it. Ah! Wait, don't tell her that document. That's when it started. That's when all my fear, despair, and suffering began.
Fear, despair, and suffering.
At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best.
So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh?
Signing execution orders is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task.
You know, when your brain just goes against you.
But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanela's report of the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. He only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. Something like that got out of this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anyone what had happened.
I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister.
Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from my problem. Then my wife came and said she's leaving. And then my wife found out I was worried about something.
Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen.
I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it.
If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out.
And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everyone.
So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp.
I bet it's the desk lamp.
What I'm not fine with is the fact that the person can control and manipulate living creatures. It's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from.
Where it comes from?
Inspector Cabanela, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit.
A spirit?
As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now.
What? What did you say? Joe, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit?
ghost gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. He's being manipulated.
Inspector!
This is Lynn. I'm at the park.
We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Sizzle, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
It looks like your help is needed, Sizzle.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
I knew, actually, right from the beginning,
Knew what?
that you saved my life the first time we met tonight.
Oh, that?
When I talked about that miserable, pathetic, short-sighted, disgraceful man, I knew I was talking about me. I hated who I had become, but you helped me appreciate the truth. Now I truly understand the wonderful support I've been getting from so many, including that of my loving family.
I'm glad to hear that.
Starting to realize what a lucky man I am, and it's all thanks to you.
Never saw that coming. The minister was being controlled, huh?
I'm truly sorry, Detective Joad. I have no excuses to offer you.
You know, maybe it was all for the best.
What do you mean?
If you had never been manipulated, you never would have believed the power existed. After all, you're a realist, right? It just goes to show you never know, and even the worst things can turn out good.
Detective Joad, I don't know what to say.
Alright, Sizzle, you'd better go help Lynn. She's a good kid, but she's got a good habit of taking on other people's problems.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, she's in Temsic Park, eh?
She's also good at dying.
Never met anyone who's better at dying than her.
Oh.
I wonder why the inspector in white went running out like that. I'm more concerned about Lynn. She looked really upset. I better go see her fast.
Telling you, he's probably being possessed. I want to go to Lynn's apartment. Never mind.
This line doesn't seem to be working. Guess I can't go there right now. Oh, that's a shame.
I wanted to go see if I could talk to the dog.
Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off toward Temsic Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator. The person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Joad's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me?
Well, I thought they said he got shot from the back. That was chapter 13. Didn't chapter 12 just end? Chapter 14. 1:28 p.m.
Temsic Park. The site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight. And the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden.
What? It's the chicken chef.
I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find?
Chicken me this, Batman.
Huh? What's he doing here?
Let me spend a moment time with you, my love. Mamma mia, I'm a chicken chef. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late, la la la.
Little late, it's already ice cold.
Swing harder. There's a boot. Probably should have done that. Rugby. Howdy ho, Lynn. Oh, there's a dead person. Who's dead over here? Oh, guess I won't find out. Oh, there you are, Sizzle.
From your detected expressions, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for.
Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible.
Horrible. What is it?
Oh. There. In the grass. You better see for yourself. It's the one guy.
Looks like a dead body.
I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we?
Nope, suppose not.
Why has it been 4 minutes? It's been 4 minutes, I can't do anything. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there.
You're talking to me, aren't you?
I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to pursue it thoroughly, examine it in detail.
Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name?
My name? My name? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about?
Okay.
Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the rock of the gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young.
Look, I don't have the time to get involved in your way of life. I am interested in your way of death. Let's go back to 4 minutes before your death.
No! I wish to decompose, to be one with the soil. Oh, we're all the way back here? And so I made up my mind. I was resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this? Rock of the Gods you mentioned. You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I had to use the restroom. There's no way this was 4 minutes ago.
Eek.
I'm coming! Ooh, just hold on. The floor is lava. I'll be right there. I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Oh! Did he shoot himself? Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Eek! Oh! Oh, gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Oh. Oh. What?
What in the world? What just happened?
Oh, that's Mino.
Reno.
Mino the mascot, the symbol of Thameswick Park.
Forget about the name, the big creepy lump of concrete. Talking about the way it changed direction, did you see that?
Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl.
And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead.
Yes, precisely. That is called the mischiefs of the gods.
What is the mischief of the gods, or was it the ghost trick? Ah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with a much greater power than me?
Like a desk lamp.
Time is proceeding.
Look at that, there's another flame beside mine.
Oh, so that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it?
Yeah, so?
Pardon me, but are you a god?
I sincerely doubt that. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That's probably the flames doing. Who could it be?
I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related.
Yeah, maybe I'd better try talking to this person.
Bop, bop.
What in the... This person with a much greater power than me. It's... you?
Hey!
Sizzle!
Oh my, it's... Missile! You look well for being dead.
Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. I really tried, or I tried really hard and I did it. I saved Miss Camilla.
Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog?
Missile, what's going on? How'd you get the power of the dead?
I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left, I kept beating my head against the door and I died. I worked like crazy to make my own path and I did it.
Oh.
And then I followed Miss Camilla out in the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked, you bet I did. And when I went running after her, too.
The dog got run over.
And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump.
Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me.
Miss Camilla. I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then...
Oh.
I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right?
Better than probably anybody else could.
And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me.
So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death.
You bet I did.
Am I gonna be the dog now? Why does the dog get green? I want to be green.
Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Now's my chance. I thought I saw the core.
Looks pretty far.
I stretch out my paw towards the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sizzle. Go ahead and try it for yourself.
Can the dog reach 1,000 feet? Why is the dog better than me?
I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance?
Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing.
And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside.
Right on my head. Well, no, actually.
Huh?
I can't manipulate things like you can, Sizzle.
You can't? And how did you?
I didn't know what to do then. Or do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too.
a single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf.
Oh, what in the world?
I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as two things have the same shape, that is.
Swap? Things with the same shape.
Go ahead and try it.
Am I getting a new ability?
Hi. That's incredible. So that's how you saved your mistress, is it?
And that's how I became caught up in this, is it?
I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager.
Meager.
Because, you see, I saw one more.
I just couldn't reach.
I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree.
Hey, you're right. Mino could swap again with that.
Then disasters wouldn't have to rain down on my head.
What is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf.
Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino.
It's a football. I chiseled it.
So why didn't you swap the missile?
I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sizzle. But I still came up short. But this was just too far for me to reach.
Ka-dong. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself.
I kept trying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do.
I bet there's something you can do now.
Huh?
If we work together, you and me.
Sizzle, you think so?
I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. You think you could help me?
Of course.
Naturally.
So we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before.
So are we gonna be able to save the dog, or is the dog like dead?
Doot, 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 doot.
Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you'll have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape.
Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball.
Okay, a rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. It looks like you and I will have to work together on this one, Missile.
Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press R2. That way you'll be able to control me. And then, if you press R2...
Control will come back to me.
Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody.
I'm surprised they didn't give me like more abilities as the game like progressed.
Alright, Missile. Your hands are the key this time.
Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try.
Probably the best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. And if something we can swap, I should use R2.
Well, first things first, should probably get the rugby ball.
Oh, would you look at that? There sure is a whole lot of round things around here.
Oh boy, that means it's time for me, right? Oh boy.
My hair is also round.
See, to use Missile's powers, I just tap R2. I'll try it and see what happens.
Oh, because I can't reach. What? Oh, I can talk to Sizzle.
I'm sorry about all this trouble, Sizzle. If only my paw could reach a little further. I could have swapped that big lump one more time.
Swapped it with the rugby ball in the tree nearby.
It's alright. That's what we're going to do now, together.
I'm going to give it my best.
First thing to do is to find a path to the rugby ball.
So I have to swap the round things. So I can... Oh. That's not what we want. Phew. Here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When someone's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, eh? Oh, I'm still missile. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino, but it's too far for me to swap. Even his ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. I see something we can do. I need to switch back to Mr. Sizzle. Let's go back down. No, I want to swap. I don't want to talk. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Now! They added a new button and I'm fumbling all of it. God dang it! I can't go back. Might have messed up somewhere. Because I need Sizzle up there with the rugby ball.
Why are there so many buttons now?
It's too heavy, the seesaw won't budge.
Maybe because of that swap I made.
This little ball's about all the weight I can handle.
Wait. God dang it. They added one button and now I'm fumbling everything. Was I supposed to put the wheel on there? What do you think of my lightning fast pace?
I wish you'd knock it off. That's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to find a way to stop him from running.
As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment.
What?
You know, the seesaw, the swing, those things. Precisely. Except, here's one more piece of equipment to be exact.
You're stopping with the equipment, eh? I should rethink things here.
Okay, I need a restart from the beginning.
Going back in time.
Okay. So, I need to get Sizzle over here. Did the ball hit him? I didn't even pay attention to that. No, don't talk to me. No. There we go. Swap! Right. Now we wait. Wrong button. Dot dot dot. Dot. What? Well, I didn't stop him.
Look at this funny flattened ball. I've already read this. Oh, that was so close. If it hit the ball, it could have knocked it down. Oh.
Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down?
Don't forget about my powers.
And don't forget about my recklessness of youth.
I'm witnessing an abduction. So I think what I need to do, I need to hit the right button. Because I think I need to get a ball in the umbrella. It's an absurd thought to think of, but it's where I'm at so far. Sizzle, my boy. Can I hit the right button? They added one new button. No, no. I didn't do it fast enough. Or maybe I just need the baseball. Maybe the baseball will hit it. Maybe I just don't switch anything. Maybe it's a bait. Maybe they're trying to trick me.
How did I get up there before he jumped up there before? So, it hit the umbrella, but it didn't do anything. Maybe if I put the giant wheel in the spinny thing? Maybe it'll slow it down. It's time to be a dog. And maybe this will slow it down so he doesn't spin as fast. Yeah, let's talk to Sizzle, see what he has to say. Maybe I already talked to him. Sorry about all this trouble, Sizzle. If only my paw could reach a little further, I could have swapped the big lump one more time. Swapped it with that rugby ball and tree. That's alright, what we're going to do now is together. Yeah, I think I already read this. Now! Well, he jumps whenever I do the balloon thing. Oh, he didn't this time. Oh, now he did. Am I dumb? Hmm. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, it just does it on its own. Sizzle, help! There's nothing in reach to swap Mito with. We're too late. Darn. Guess we'll have to start over again. Am I dumb? I mean, I'd have to be since I'm not figuring this out. Whatever will we do in this time of crisis? So what am I not understanding here?
Oh, he's already here. Jeez. He's quick to this one. What if I do this? No, not you. No, no, go back. What if I do this? And so now he can't jump on the thing, and then he'll jump on it like a psychopath and break his ankles. And god dang it, can I hit the right button? Oh. Sorry, doggy, I need that ball. Or that wheel. Get all ball. Okay, well, it just rolled back on its own anyways. It's not how physics work. Pop. Pop. What? I didn't see this one coming.
Don't you know the first thing about the globe climate?
Huh?
Even little children treated with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it.
Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous.
It looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while.
Just must buy us some time.
Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that for 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand for it that long.
Anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a while. Let's do what we can while we have the chance. Oh, and then, okay, yeah, then I can do this. Okay, so that was the step I was missing. Oh, I've already read this. No. No. Yes. So the question is, do I open it? Probably. Wow, I so did not see that coming. Never thought the umbrella would catch the ball.
Hey, did you see that? The tree branch, it shook a little.
I think I saw it shake too.
If only it shook a little more, it would knock that terrible rugby ball down from this terrible tree.
It just needs a little more weight.
But the wheel didn't make it that high.
I'm sure we can do this, we just have to put our heads together.
Everything looks so far. We just need one step.
I don't think the ball or the wheel like makes it that high.
Your umbrella won't close, will it?
Ball must be in the way. Oh well. Guess we can't. Guess we don't have a choice.
Okay. I guess I try the wheel. I didn't remember the wheel making it that high, but
What do I know?
god dang it.
Why do all the bumpers look the same?
Pop, pop. Sizzle me this, Batman. Doo-doo-doo-doo. No, not you. I don't think this will work. But what do I know?
Alright, buddy, it's time to spin. Spin you round and round. Pop, pop, pop. Then we go up here. And we go here and here. Then we lower this. And when we lower this, we open it. I don't think that wheel's gonna make it. But I could be wrong. No, it didn't. Far from it, actually.
Sizzle, did you see that? Did you see the seesaw?
Yeah, I guess there's too much... the tire's too heavy to get much height.
I would have been surprised if it launched me into the air.
The tire does have quite a bit of weight to it.
But no matter how heavy it is, I can still swap it.
So weight isn't a factor when it comes to swapping, eh?
Well, the basketball wasn't heavy enough to shake the ball out. So, like... Or was I able to, like, ghost trick while the ball was in the air? I didn't even check.
Oh, dang it.
Also, the dog is just dead, right? If this is 4 minutes and the dog is dead, then the dog ain't coming back. So the basketball doesn't give it enough weight. Maybe I can swap the rugby ball with the... But they're not the same shape. God damn. I hit the wrong button again. Look at this funny flattened ball. I guess I'll have to see if, no. I'll have to see if, I can swap during the cutscene. I don't think I can. Mean. But they're not the same shape anyways. So is there something heavier? I mean, if you want to get technical. If you want to say a wheel's the same as a ball, then technically this, this like spinny thing should be the same shape that I can just swap. Basketball. Also, technically I should be able to swap these papers. It doesn't do anything, but you know, technically I should be able to do that. I haven't tried the baseball, but there's no way that's gonna do it, right? I mean, it gets more height, so maybe? Oh, wait. I almost forgot to open the umbrella. Whee! No, it just went over. Sizzle, did you see that? Did you see the seesaw?
Yes, I really sent that little ball flying, didn't it?
Such a pity. It's too bad I didn't hit the rugby ball and knock it down.
Maybe it's a little too light to do that.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should try sending up something a little heavier.
So the wheel doesn't make it, but the basketball does, and the baseball doesn't. So it has to be the basketball, but the basketball didn't knock it down. I wish it would just, like, not do this text every time. There's something obvious I'm missing here. Yo! The basketball makes it. But it doesn't have enough weight to it. So how do I give a basketball more weight?
Here comes that man, fast enough to scare even a quick little doggy like me.
Oh, the rugby ball's still in the tree.
Ah, behold the recklessness of youth.
This recklessness of yours that's causing us so much trouble.
No one can stop the recklessness of youth.
Well, if we can't stop it, guess we're gonna have to find a way to make it work for us.
But if he comes running too fast, we won't have time to get ready.
Looks like figuring out what to do with this recklessness is the key.
So he's gonna jump on here and the ball's just gonna go up into the umbrella again. And then it's not gonna do anything. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I did have this right. I'm just stupid. Sizzle, I need you out of there. Because now, these can swap.
There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile?
With the ball there, I think I could do it.
Just a few seconds. You'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there you can swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready?
You bet.
Three, two. I love overcomplicating things. It's my favorite.
Why don't you come with me, little lady?
I'm about as tall as you are.
Okay, watch me, Sizzle. Here I go.
The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with the ball.
That's when the dog still doesn't do it. It's like, no.
Brung.
There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods.
And now Mino is right where he belongs.
We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we?
Fate averted.
Now nobody has to die.
Except for one brave little somebody.
Huh?
Talking about you, Missile.
Oh, me? I guess you're right, I'm still dead, aren't I?
So now let's go back and save your life.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer.
What?
When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla, and to do that, I need these powers I have now.
I see.
Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that.
Hey, we just saved you. Don't you wish your life away already?
Oh, of course you're right.
Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her?
Certainly, you have my word.
Let's go back then, to the present.
And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part, but I didn't listen to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done.
No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's all right, after all. After all, she has me.
Missile, are you in there?
How do you know dogs can't talk?
Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her.
Missile?
Whee! Oh, and there goes the dog.
Miss Lynn.
Someone heal me. Well, there goes the dog.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Missile. Yeah, it kinda looks like Missile is being left up to the wind.
Oh! I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods.
Aren't you forgetting your promise?
Oh. Pardon me, pardon me. I present this. My apologies. This is for you.
Oh.
Where'd you put that?
You kept the music box safe, didn't you?
Thank you.
Not at all. I was only doing with the Rock of the Gods. What I wanted.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue.
His little, model makes it look like he has, huge lips. But I think it's just supposed to be his mouth being open.
Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be.
Have we met before?
Aren't you? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget. It was 10 years ago in this park.
10 years ago? Are you talking about...
How old is this guy?
Here in this park, the gods surely controlled fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we met once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it?
It could just be a coincidence, but apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago?
Yes. Yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that. Rock of the gods.
What's this rock of the gods you keep mentioning?
Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. No, how was I supposed to see this? The dog is dead.
Missile. Wait a minute, you say gods, but do you mean dogs?
Of course not. I wouldn't mistake such stupid creature for a stupid... no, never mind, I'm taking back what I said. Don't be silly, this is no time for ridiculous weird games. You are standing above the rock of the gods now. Take a good look at that monument.
Monument? Rock of the Gods, Temsic Park. The Rock of the Gods?
The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle.
A miracle?
So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite?
Precisely. It dropped from the sky on the day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it.
Me? 10 years ago.
That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl.
Eek. Now just calm down and drop the weapon.
Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her.
Is that Sizzle? I think that's Sizzle. I can tell because of the beak.
I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shady figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick it was painful just when I couldn't stand any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish-white.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Kaboom.
When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you, who was saved by the Rock of the Gods.
Oh my, I can't believe it.
The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsic, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth."
So I'm definitely positive that was Sizzle. I never knew about this Temsic. I always thought Detective Jode was the one who saved me.
You were very young then. You were like 10. And you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course, you wouldn't remember.
Well, that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn.
It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it.
The meteorite named Temsic after the name of the park that it fell in. And the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission.
I see. Can we get this guy out of here? Sick of this guy. That's why the dog died. Taking you with me, Missile.
So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jode, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsic thing. And if he knew, and the man died,
It took his life.
what was that confession of is all about?
Well, he's already lied once.
The rocks from the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples of a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyways, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. So there's a few things I want to ask Detective Jode.
Oh. We found the music box, Detective Jode.
Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him.
Him? You mean Inspector Cabanella, right?
I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me.
Detective Jode.
Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to it, you know? See?
Calls that a knack? Looks more like brute strength to me.
Oh my god.
Here you are. You should find scorch marks on the grip.
Scorch marks?
Camilla built her contraption. She used a special kind of string. It's a kind of magicians use to... It burns up in an instant and disappears.
Why would little Camilla use something like that?
I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. Haha.
Forgot.
In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks.
Oh no!
When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place.
Or is this this could be anybody.
She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. Okay, it's definitely Jode. Took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame too. Those marks would match up with the ones on the gun.
In other words,
It proves the contraption existed there in that room that day.
It didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right?
Exactly, some cowardly culprit modified the design.
But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point.
I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jode. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness.
Well, don't get too hasty, actually.
Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago.
What do you have to say about this?
What's the matter?
I just don't know. What should I have done 5 years ago?
Back then, nobody had any idea or any way of knowing the true nature of the manipulator. It wasn't anyone's fault that we didn't know the truth.
Do you really think so?
Of course, besides, what's important right now is deciding what to do next, am I right?
She's right, Mr. Minister.
Yes, of course, I do believe she is.
What is it now?
I just don't know. What should I do next?
You'll figure it out. We believe in you. We have a dead dog on the loose.
Sizzle. If you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Like to you, my eyes have finally been opened.
Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives, got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find the truth about us.
Fair enough, fire away.
Sizzle told me about it, Detective Jode. About the manipulator.
Yes, it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too.
Please don't pick on the minister if he dies again. I'm the one who has to save him.
Sizzle, do you think that's what happened to me, too?
What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me.
You were manipulated too.
There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image is the one who oh wait. Wrong character.
Image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation.
Can they just have a name box? But who is it and why did they do it?
It was the dog.
The contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it?
That's right.
Something's bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere.
There's no surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine.
Right, I knew it. See, Detective Jode?
No, I'm afraid I don't see.
Tell Detective Jode about it. Tell him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place.
It's very strange indeed. Junkyard on the edge of town. I've never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about the contraption.
You haven't?
That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he?
The Pigeon Man. He's part of CP9.
Detective Jode, you must have heard this name before. Temsic. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there.
So you found out about that, did you?
Heard that meteorite saved little Lynn's life.
That's right. Couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day.
But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away?
What are you talking about?
Detective Jode, you told me that 10 years ago. The person who killed the perpetrator in that park was you.
What? But it was the meteorite.
I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come.
What is she holding? Is she holding a plunger?
At that point, I was already a murderer.
That's not true. You were trying to save me.
Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it.
Huh? The truth about 10 years ago.
Well, a day 10 years ago, a different incident happened at another place.
Another place?
Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess, unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Photo right there. Fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. The warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault.
Detective Jode?
All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn.
So the man who grabbed me died that day.
The last 10 years. I've never forgotten his face. And a few years later, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate. My punishment for what I'd done.
It's gonna be like Sizzle's evil twin brother or something.
I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait. The final face I wanted to remember. And then it appears, out of thin air. You'll see it. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day.
Wait, just 1 minute. It can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted, though. Or tonight.
It's me.
It was my face. Are you telling me I was the one in the park that time?
Like me.
That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene.
But hold on, Detective Jode. That can't be true. I just met Sizzle for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me.
By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sizzle.
What?
From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy?
Is this gonna be like a thing where this isn't actually who I am? This is just who I'm led to believe I am?
Mr. Minister.
Inspector Cabanilla, where are you?
Just be quiet and listen, this is our demand.
You what? Demand?
Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage.
What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanilla? And you know it isn't my daughter who was abducted.
Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if that's the daughter of a death row prisoner. If the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Okay, have the execution immediately and wait for our call.
What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever.
What in the world? What's going on, Inspector Cabanilla?
The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanilla's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night?
Is the lamp gonna be the real Sizzle?
Who am I? I'm even further from knowing that, or knowing than when I started.